It's gonna be a great fight. I'm saying, both of the guys are very skillful, very talented.
Absolutely.
And my opinion about what I think they are don't really make the fight.
Right, absolutely.
It's how them guys fight that night. We both of us know that both of the fighters are great fighters. So, it's just who can actually make the move that's
Las Vegas will host one of the most anticipated fights of the year. On September 12th, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, both undisputed champions, will face off in a clash that could go down in boxing history, while Canelo is the betting favorite. Many analysts believe Crawford can overcome the weight gap. Former boxer Tim Bradley supports Crawford, saying Canelo has always struggled against slick fighters like William Skull. Tony, another fighter who famously moved up to face Evander Holyfield, supports Crawford too. In an interview with Ease News, Tony said, "I've got Terence Crawford. It's all about skill." He reminded fans that when he fought Holyfield, size didn't stop him, and it shouldn't stop Crawford either.
Work, good work. Good work. Good work. Good work.
Porter, who was stopped by Crawford in the 10th round of their 147-pound title bout, believes Canelo doesn't necessarily have the edge. Speaking to Fight Hype, he emphasized that boxing isn't just about strength. It's about IQ, speed, stamina, athleticism, experience, everything. When you add it all up, Crawford has a lot going for him. Porter also believes Canelo is no longer at his prime. He's not declining fast, but he's not where he was 3 years ago. A fight between them, Porter believes, would be close, competitive, and full of surprises.
Necessary and get the guy before you get got. And so, that's the art of the game of boxing it's about how you gonna proceed to take it from him, but finding a way how to take it from him. If you just as strong as me, if you just as fast as me, I know I just can't run up there in the counterweight. Because can't nobody run up from me that in the counterweight. Because they going to get it.
Absolutely.
And so, this going to be a technical fight that both these guys can find out what.
Traded like that before. He just said he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't have to do it.
Well, posted the other day, there's a picture of you in a Rolls Royce, and you said that the quote is, "I can't remember how many of these I gave away." Tell me about that.
Yes, I don't know. Yes, when we used to have the money, I want to have with him. You're not accustomed to that shit.
Crawford's high guard also leaves his body exposed, another weakness that could be exploited by smart body punchers. While body shots haven't seriously hurt him yet, they remain a potential danger, especially in drawn-out fights. Overall, Crawford's talent and adaptability make him a formidable opponent, but his flaws are real. Sean Porter, who knows Crawford's style well, said the fight is hard to predict. Speaking with Marcos Villegas of Fight Hub TV, Porter expressed concern over Crawford taking clean shots from Canelo over 12 rounds. He also noted Canelo's tendency to slow down late in fights, believing Crawford could weather the early storm and take advantage in the later rounds, but still, he wasn't sure who would win. So many things go into making a champion, he said.
Will be a tough one today, yeah?
Yeah, I think it'll be tough.
Who are you rooting for?
Crawford.
Okay.
Everyone wants to know what you're going to do to Jake Paul in a few months' time.
Using his jab, footwork, and movement, Crawford frustrates opponents and prevents them from launching effective attacks. His ability to adapt mid-fight, whether facing a pressure brawler or a technical puncher's another sign of his boxing IQ. His intense training and hunger for improvement keep him performing at an elite level. Despite his strengths, even Tyson admits Crawford has flaws. One is his difficulty when forced onto the back foot by relentless pressure, as seen against Kell Brook and Egidijos Kavaliauskas. In those moments, Crawford looked vulnerable and struggled to maintain his offense.
Hey, Mike, Canelo Crawford. Crawford's in the building. Canelo fights this weekend. What do you think of that fight?
Where's the fight going to be at?
Well, they say in Vegas, maybe in September, but Canelo's got to get through.
Crawford's ability to switch stances between orthodox and southpaw makes him a nightmare for opponents, allowing him to create angles and exploit weaknesses. His hand speed and footwork are elite, enabling him to land fast combinations and slip punches effortlessly. Mike Tyson highlighted Crawford's superb ring generalship, his spatial awareness, and ability to control tempo and distance set him apart.
I said Crawford too. It's really a pick'em fight. I'm gonna be happy either way.
Canelo did what he had to do to win, one analyst said. Now, the fight everyone wants is Canelo versus Crawford. As the face of boxing, Canelo represents the biggest opportunity for Crawford. That's why Crawford is eager to share the ring with another great. How will he beat Canelo? You'll see, Crawford says confidently.
Right now, you keeping your eye on like a Crawford or anybody like that?
I just came from Crawford's last fight.
In LA?
Yeah.
You went to it. What'd you think?
I thought that was a tough guy, and that guy gave, you know what I mean? I'm glad that he came back the last 2 rounds. You know, the guy was very awkward and strong.
Super awkward.
Yeah, and this guy fights anybody. Crawford fights anybody. Yeah. I don't agree with that, you know, because you got to look good in order for you won't.
This shift in opinion happened during the Fatal Fury event in Times Square, New York, where Rolando Romero defeated Ryan Garcia for a title. An ecstatic Keyshawn Davis declared, "No one can beat us. We're the best." Crawford in shocker. Stevenson echoed the sentiment. And Mike Tyson's backing made it even more significant, especially with news breaking that Crawford's toughest challenge yet had arrived.
Because if you fight this guy, you don't look good. The fans, I don't want. He's not gonna look good and win with this guy. You gotta constantly have fights that you know and fight a guy that's gonna make you look good. The guy gotta pressure you or something. You know, this guy's running around. Crawford's not used to this kind of movement and
Weird
stuff.
fit.
Yeah, it's awkward as a mother.
Are you ready? You think the world's ready?
However, Iron Mike later changed his stance. Size doesn't matter, determination does, he admitted. Citing boxing history, Tyson reminded fans that Henry Armstrong, a featherweight, once defeated a welterweight champion and drew with a middleweight champion. Tyson seemed to walk back his earlier opinion after praising fighters like Keyshawn Davis, Crawford, and Shakur Stevenson.
You think about Terrence Crawford calling out Canelo.
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know, and
I hate that fight for him, Tyson said on the It Is What It Is podcast. The weight difference is too much. He pointed to Crawford's August 2024 fight against Israel Madramov at 150 pounds, which ended in a decision, something rare. For Crawford, since 2016, moving up to full divisions to face Canelo is a massive leap. And Tyson doesn't believe it's a good idea.
he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terrence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that would just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's herky-jerky.
Canelo's mental toughness plays a huge role in his success. He has repeatedly shown the ability to bounce back from adversity, learning from setbacks, and using them to fuel his rise. Whether facing a tough opponent or the pressures of championship, boxing, his composure, and focus help him stay on track. His historic achievements across multiple weight classes are a result of this mix of physical talent, mental fortitude, and elite training. However, not everyone is on board. Mike Tyson voiced concern about Crawford facing Canelo, citing a major issue: the size difference.
We the best boxers in the town. We the best boxers. Stop playing, bro. We got Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Bud Crawford. We the best. Stop playing. Who can beat us? Nobody. Stop playing. We got Mike Tyson right here.
Training seriously, carefully selecting sparring partners that mirror the style and build of his upcoming opponents. This level of attention has helped him dominate across multiple divisions and styles. His success stems from a relentless work ethic and a willingness to adapt and improve with every fight. He continues to push his limits, always seeking growth.
Canelo versus who? Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terrence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terrence Crawford out there. So that's why Terrence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see.
Crawford, on the other hand, has exceptional fighting instincts. He combines hard punches with elite counterpunching and fluid head and body movement. His training routine is intense, designed specifically for his style, featuring long distance running to boost stamina, technical boxing drills, and intense sparring to simulate real fight conditions.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terrence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all gonna see if the weight gonna make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time, one fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William School? He came to to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
Additionally, Canelo's flat-footed stance can be problematic against agile opponents with speed and creative movement, making it hard for him to keep up and adjust during high-paced exchanges.
He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ in points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. They moved a little bit, but not.
That lack of defensive sharpness can be dangerous against someone like Crawford, who thrives on exploiting mistakes and landing precise shots. Another area of concern, according to Holyfield, is Canelo's struggle against fighters with excellent footwork and movement like Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant. Canelo's straightforward, aggressive style can be a disadvantage against opponents who constantly change angles and keep him chasing.
Canelo become undisputed again, and I beat Canelo. What could they say? They'll say something, but
yeah, they're gonna find something. You know that.
But what can they really say?
Right.
So that's the legacy fight right there for me. I'm not looking at.
Holyfield acknowledged Canelo's powerful punching, but pointed out a critical flaw: his tendency to fade during long fights. Mike Tyson also noted this, referencing Canelo's bout with Dimitri Bivol. When fatigue sets in, Canelo's power and accuracy can drop, opening the door for opponents to capitalize, especially in the later rounds. His defensive skills are also inconsistent, making him vulnerable when overcommitting or losing focus.
The others say, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down. You know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a
Holyfield met with Crawford because he understands what it means to be undisputed across multiple weight classes, having accomplished that at both cruiserweight and heavyweight. Speaking to Badab TV, Holyfield weighed in on the fight, suggesting that it might be a stretch for Crawford. He described Canelo as a simple, yet effective fighter. Tough to beat, but not unbeatable, especially for someone as skilled as Crawford.
I'm a fight doctor. New, improved fight doctor.
Right, you nailed it. You said Crawford would wash Pence.
It happened.
It was a decapitation.
Yes, it was. But you know what? Pence Crawford is a fellow fighter. And it'd be hard to beat him. Anybody at 154 or he was 60 or he was 68. But the mercy of my team, he trained him.
Terence Crawford has now brought in former undisputed heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield to help him prepare for the Canelo Alvarez fight. Just when it seemed training at Mike Tyson's gym was a big statement, Crawford made it clear he's going all in. His decision to work with Holyfield shows he's taking Canelo's threat seriously. When a legend like Holyfield visits, you don't train, you listen. And that's exactly what Crawford did for the most part, occasionally throwing a few shadow punches while absorbing advice. Crawford wants this fight more than anything and plans to give it his all.